Hello everyone, my name is Gina Daniels and I'm currently pursuing my Master's of Arts in Clinical Mental Health Counseling here at Liberty University. In this discussion, I'm exploring informed consent and identify the components of informed consent as mandated by the Virginia State Board of Counseling, and also compare and contrast with the ACA Board of the ACA Code of Ethics as far as their informed consent. Also, I have an informed consent form from Frontline Counseling, Henry H. Daniels Jr., LPC, in his own practice. So I'll start out with my findings on the Virginia Board of Counseling. And the Virginia Board of Counseling Standards of Practice 18 VAC 1520-130 states that the regulations emphasizes the counselor's duty to state the nature of therapy, the potential risk and benefits, the limit of confidentiality, the fees, the client's rights, and the client's ability to withdraw consent. Also, other components within the Virginia Standards of Practice with the informed consent was disclosure, if any methods were being used, experimental, non-traditional, maintain professional boundaries, avoiding dual relationships, and document informed consent in the client record. The ACA Code of Ethics, they explain that the clients have the freedom to choose whether to enter into or remain in the counseling with a particular counselor. That freedom depends on clear, honest information. The ACA recommends that the counselor's credentials, philosophy, and theoretical orientation is stated, the purpose, goals, and expected course of the counseling, the risk, benefits, and alternatives to counseling, the fees, consultation policies, the limits of confidentiality, including mandated reporting, policies for technology or telehealth, and how records are maintained. One of the scholarly sources that I referenced was Finley, 2019, and he emphasizes ethical counseling is relational. She writes that informed consent should not feel like a bureaucratic step. It should feel like a conversation that empowers the client. This reflects her belief that the counseling relationship must be built on honesty, compassion, and respect for each person's story and autonomy. When comparing the Virginia informed consent form to the Frontline Counseling form with Henry H. Daniels Jr., LPC, I felt that the form that Frontline Counseling had was very thorough. It covered confidentiality, privacy limits, session structures, fees, telehealth policies, and the client's right to withdraw from services. When compared with Virginia regulations, the form meets and even exceeds the minimal standards by giving clients practical information in clear, accessible language. When I compared it to the ACA Code of Ethics, the form also aligned well by describing the counselor's therapeutic approach and offering information about alternative treatment options. This comparison reinforced Finley's 2019 point that ethical practice includes both doing things right and doing the right thing. A form can meet all legal standards, but without thoughtful explanation and relationship, true informed consent is incomplete. Thank you.